What were we doing here? Really? Okay. That's so bad after you get past this graveyard. It's just the graveyard part. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Smoked his ass last night, didn't they? About time, man. That's been a long time coming. I remember when, I was alive, but I was young, but I remember the oil crisis. I do remember that, but, well, just, inflated gas prices and all that nonsense. Iran did this bullshit with, what was it, Kuwait and some other things, and they mined, like, the entire Gulf around there, which is all like international waters, and then damn near sunk one of America's ships, almost. Basically blew it in half almost. Somehow they limped it home, but still. Yeah, it was attack on America's boats and attack on gas prices. Boy, they fucked up. So, Fat Electrician has a funny video on it, and it's basically how we wiped out half their navy in about 8 hours. It's pretty. It's a good video if you want to go watch it. It's one of his better ones. Anyway, so I remember all that. That was around 70. Well, the incident with, I guess around 79 is when I think they transitioned sometime just before that though. See, what, early mid 70s. Anyway, before that, man, you could go over there. 50s, shit. I'm 55, bro. What are you talking about? Camera's messing up. Let's see. Hope it doesn't keep doing this tonight. Okay, if it happens again, let me know. If you think about it, if you notice it. I normally don't look over that far. I just look at what you guys are saying. But anyway, so like I said, this is a long time ago. I was really young, but I do remember the oil and the gas thing, and then basically went over there and kicked their ass in one day. Now this was sometime later because Reagan was president at that point, so this had to have been, it escalated, and this probably went on for a couple years is what it was, from like 78, 79 up until the 81, 82, 83, something like that. Anyway. Good video on it, but not too long before that, when the Khomeinis took over and the child sister marrying rapists came into power with all their pig god bullshit. Man, if you look at a before and after photo, go look at this for yourself. It's really shocking, because if you could just imagine being on the receiving end of that as like an Iranian, citizen or whatever. Before, it looked like they'd show like a picture of like the beach and girls in their bikinis and just enjoying their thing, and it looked like a picture you might take on, in Florida or California or somewhere, right? And then just a couple of years later, everybody's walking around with their little eye slits and getting beaten up and having acid thrown in their face and being, fucking executed just because they feel like it, on all this type of bullshit, right? Just a couple of years later, like Iran flipped in an instant. Used to be more like pretty much like a Western country. They had shahs instead of Khomeinis. They had shahs. Now, religiously or whatever, as far as that perspective go, I don't know. And was there still a hotbed of terrorist Western hate and Israeli hate there? Probably. I don't know. I wasn't there, but still, they had, for all appearances' sake, freedoms like anybody else. Wasn't just a little while later, and all of a sudden they're imprisoned in their own homes, by these dictators who just want to just blow shit up and throw rocks. That's all they can do is throw rocks. They destroy everything they touch, and they always leave behind them Nothing but dust and rubble. You know, shit for the vultures to pick off of. That's all they leave behind them, everywhere they go. Oh, look at Minnesota and New York right now. There you go. Anyway. So this was a long time coming. We're talking like 50 years coming. That's half a century of this bullshit. And those people over there, you know, some at least 30 that they know of. It could be closer to 70, 80, 100,000 people have been slaughtered by the Khomeinis, by the people that were in charge, just over the last like month or two. Tens, plural, tens of thousands slaughtered. Your media doesn't cover it because it doesn't go with their narrative. We're supposed to sport these fucking animals and invite them into our country to come do this to us too. They're already doing it to our children. Shit, look at the UK. Look what's being done to all their little girls over there. That's horrific. Anyway. Yeah, long time in coming. So, yeah, I'm not going to be sorry when I say I'm glad. I'm glad that shit's happening. I'm glad for the people over there. They at least have a chance. Fuck. Yeah. Oh shit, it's going down. Oh, I'm losing like 20 health here. Yeah, right. They're dying for that over there. Like that seems like something they do in a friggin' officer's face while they're burning their flag over here. And then if you say anything about it, you go to jail. That's what happens over here. Over there, you do some shit like that and they see you. Fuck, it just takes another citizen to see you. And especially if you're a woman, just takes a citizen to say that you did it. Whether you did it or not, you're dead. Probably in a horrific fashion, too. Yeah. Know what I mean? They got it hard over there. And there's Christians over there to this day in that country. Man, that's some gangster shit right there. That's some gangster shit, and you will die for that. Africa, too, there's a lot of places. How many millions have died here in the last couple of years in Africa, and they're targeting specifically Christians? Being slaughtered over there, you don't hear a word about it. And that should be front page. But the liberals, the demon craps, the Satanists, they don't give a shit about Christians. In fact, everything they do is against Christians. Everything they say and do, to be honest. That's why they hate this friggin' country. It's a Christian nation. Regardless of what you think about it. Man, I'm glad they killed that first assassin. Wow, as a mage too. Oh my god. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. And was it you? Somebody was asking me to go take another look at it, and I think you mentioned it on stream. If it wasn't you, it was somebody mentioned it on stream maybe the other night, and I didn't get around to talking about it with you or whoever it was. I think it was you about the the Crimson Desert or whatever. I can go take a look at it. There's some things I really don't like what I'm looking at. It's got a real I hate to say it, man. It's got like an Assassin's Creed, modern Assassin's Creed kind of vibe, kinda, or something, or maybe like a Nier Automata kind of thing. Combo this, a button for that, a combo for this, a button to that, and so on and so forth. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that's bad. I don't know, you can't create your own character. It's kind of like it got a Final Fantasy kind of thing to it. You start with a character, then you get a second character that you can play as them, and you probably need to keep your other character in your party because shit gets harder, right? And then you finally find the third character, and, you know, I didn't see anything regarding, like, tactics or this or that or anything else. Or maybe you just go out as yourself all the time, and you just pick one of them and leave the other two at home. However that works, I don't know. I mean, if you build your team as you go because you need it, I mean, I can see the dynamic in there, but I don't know. I'm not saying it's not my shit, but I'm not saying it's my shit either. I mean, it looked kind of pretty. In a way. I mean, every game should look pretty at this point, though. Every game, even the absolute shittiest ones, should still look better than average. You know what I mean? Got too much ability. I mean, game engines these days will do 90% of that shit for you and make it look damn near photorealistic. So there's kind of no excuse to not have some epic shit going on. You know what I mean? Wow. I'm not sure what to do about this. Maybe just delete it. We'll just delete the cam altogether. It's gonna look really weird here for a second, but damn it. Oh, but I don't have to restart the stream. Thanks. And so yeah, it's already happened. It happened once when I first started it. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Then it happened again a minute ago. Now it's happened again. So okay, I just got to do this real quick. Cool. All right. Well, we'll see if it keeps up. If it does it again, I'll probably just shut the stream down real quick and just what I'll do is I'll just close it out, restart the PC. That usually fixes it. It's done this before. It just gets tenacious, and I just have to delete the whole source and kind of start from scratch. Sometimes that fixes it. Sometimes it still doesn't. So if it does it again, I'll just restart everything. Let me know. Unless I see it myself. I'm kind of hoping it would just leave me alone, but... Nice. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of a fan of creating my own character. You know, you see me kind of like get away from like The Witcher, for example. Just not really a fan. I like The Witcher 2 better than Witcher 3, to be honest. Witcher 2 felt more like he's kind of an action RPG, open world-ish kind of thing. Even more so than Witcher 3 did, which may sound crazy, but that's how I feel. Yeah, but still, neither of them, you couldn't make your character. If they ever did like some kind of Witcher reboot or a new thing, I wanted a prequel. I wanted to go back to some of the stuff that you see in The Witcher 3. I want to go back to those times. You know, you're going and finding, you know, ancient Witchers that died, you know, whatever ago, and I want to play through the story that maybe one of them went through or something, you know? Oh, half a gold. That was kind of worth it. Nobody died. Game's kind of tripping. But it does that when you play a mage. I notice the mage has the quirkiest shit, and I think the only reason you see it is because you're setting back and you're not really in the middle of it. Like with a rogue or a warrior, you're kind of like brute force running shit over. If something's being janky, all you really notice is it takes a little longer to kill something sometimes, randomly. Something you should two-shot takes like 10 or 20 hits or something, you know, just randomly, right? Backwards compatibility had more issues like that. It's better. It's better now. We're not hitting as many level 50 spots where all the enemies are level 50 and you're like level 15. We're not hitting. I don't know if you really even hit one like that. It used to be like every other map, and you expected to just get run over by something that had no business even fighting you, much less killing you, right? But still, as a mage, when you set back, you'll notice some enemies who just, you know, because you're kind of like surveying everybody, and so it's easier to notice when one of your companions is just standing there frozen for no reason. Not because they're being stun locked. If your companion's being stun locked, the animations might not show it, but they're just stuck in place. Like literally, I mean, it may even be a status effect. Like, I don't know, they're on fucking fire, or they're frozen, or something, right? And it just doesn't show it. So I think there's a setting where you can see. Well, no, you can see status effects on top of enemies. It's possible there's a setting for that for companions too. I've noticed the game plays a lot better without any of that shit on at all. I mean, if it's dead, it's dead. I don't want to see exactly how much I hit you for. I just want to see your health bar disappear. You know what I mean? All the rest of that. I mean, sometimes for shits and giggles, it's nice to see just how hard you're hitting. That's cool, I guess, but. I mean, anybody can use that or not. It's got 3 effects on it, though. I bet you it's worth like. It probably sells for like 20, 30 silver. Which is a lot for a sale price. You get an ambush here too? Yeah. Really? 2 bosses worth 100 XP? Come on, bro. I've killed like 4 little random dudes and it was worth like 250. 2 friggin' bosses? Wow. And the second one didn't even drop anything. Shiesty bitch. How cheap is that? The hell is going on around here? I don't think there's anything else on the way out. We got pretty much anything we need to make runes and shit now, though. Man, that last rune you can make is the best, man. And you can put it in anything. So you can put in like a pair of boots. Some shit that doesn't really give you any return, you know? And it's +2 to all attributes. And I remember reading somewhere, and I've never tried it, and I never will. Supposedly there's a cheat where you can just stack your attributes forever. Like you can keep like putting one on and then taking something else off, and then taking the first one off and then putting the second one on, and then like putting, I mean, you gotta like do this weird shit with your inventory, but you can like stack the +2 to all your attributes are like at 99 or something. Supposedly it's something like that. They're always gonna find something, right? But still, man, +2 to everything is amazing. Think about it if you're a rogue. Like, that's not only +2 to your dex and your constitution, but it's like extra points to health. And, like, when I play rogue, I don't put anything into health. So, shit. 2 points of health is like 20% more health than I had. If you think about it.
Blondie, Sunshine, Daisy, Ravani. What am I?
Beg your pardon?
You don't call anyone.
Oh, we did have 2 electric staffs. Motherfucker.
Where's my...
Or, I mean, 2 cold staffs. My bad. Oh, we could have killed that dragon a little quicker. Okay, I'm not doing the gauntlet yet. I had really good success with the gauntlet when we played our 2-hander. We not only ran that shit over on the first try, but we were standing around waiting for spawns. It was beautiful.
Hawk is a family name, and Bianca is a crossbow. Don't change the subject.
Haven't thought of a good one yet. What do you think of red?
Too common.
Well, when you think
Already
of
did
one,
Fenris.
let me know.
Sure, we went and got this one already, right? What's this, Raiders on the Cliffs? Sure, why not? Let's just get it over with. Now that Neo's out, I may go, don't really need to watch much gameplay. I mean, I'll probably go watch a little bit of it, just to see if it's, how much more like Neo 2 it is, or how much more like Neo 1. Neo 1 was much more Souls-like. Neo 2 was a bit more like, Neo 2 kind of had a bit of its own thing going on. And oh my god, when they brought the Tonfa in, man, that reminded me of some old school, like, Kung Fu games, way back in the day. Cabinet games. There was an amazing, I think it was YR Kung Fu. Best friggin' Kung Fu side-scroller type game ever. You fought this dude with Tonfa. I think his name was Tonfa.
You know the Tethra
Man, that
family
bitch was nasty.
are represented in your cousin
But I'm like, I
Elmer's.
fell in love with him at that point. I'm like, oh, these are cool.
But I can't find any record of you having a cousin Elmond.
I'll introduce you sometime. He's a little on the shy side,
Varric, he's imaginary.
which makes him a much better head of the household than I am. He never misses the merchants.
Nice. Okay. So this spawn is just going to be just friggin' everywhere, man. Is this the Elves Gone Wild? Is that what it's called? Elves Gone Wild? Or some shit? Oh, it's not here? Man, I did something wrong in Act 1. Oh. On a one thing. Oh, I sent what's his face to the Dalish, didn't I? On this one. Yeah, I think I did. think that determines whether you get the... It's just a bunch of elite elves, blood mages there, and they're worth something. It's worth something to get rid of them. Always take money in those. Bullshit chests? Always take money there. Ooh. That could be either spirit or electric, I think. You got either fire or nature. And then enchanted can be like something like that. Enchanted staffs are usually good. I don't know if I want to do this right now, though. We could come back for that. I don't like leaving this map at all. If you do, you glitch this quest down here and you can't ever finish it. You can get the loot, you can get an upgrade for Aveline stuff off that dude's corpse, but if you leave this area, it will glitch that quest. I drew all their threat, man. All of it. Bitches.
We won.
I can't keep this up.
Motherfucker.
I'm bleeding all over the place. Oh, please. Bianca can handle this herself. That's enough out of you.
Can I get my shit now? Annoying bitch.
We're good to go.
That makes sure everybody's buffed. If you die and you come back, you don't always pick up the buff. Or you might have it, but it doesn't show it. I don't know, it's weird. It's finicky like that, so I just try to keep anybody from going down very often. I don't mind rotating through that shit to make sure we got everything. Like, like Heroic Aura is a huge deal. Like, that's 10% damage, 10% crit chance. It's like the best buff in the game. Go into a fight without that, and you're like, man, I used to be able to kill things faster than this, you know. That's still not the whole Raider ambush. Like, it's spread out on the whole coast, and like, You'll get aggroed, and you'll stay aggro because there's more people, but it doesn't even show up on the mini-map, so they could be up here, they could be way down the cut, they could be anywhere. It's really kind of annoying, actually, but...
I prefer.
I don't want to do this either.
Ordered.
So we'll go get the evil tome, and this after. I'm gonna go do the coast thingy. Hopefully get it done on the first try. That thing's be so annoying. It is. It's a cold damage staff. Oh no, it's physical. One we picked up was physical. Still, it's worth 20 silver. So, fuck it. It's like we're 33. I was actually going to use that. Maybe Isabella? I mean, I might throw that at Isabella. I'm not using Isabella, though. But I'd probably let her have that. Look at the staff, man. Look at that son of a bitch. Plus 6 magic, 40 stamina. So regardless of what mage you're playing, whether you're playing blood mage or not, at 30% cold damage, that counts towards your spells too. Do you understand how hard like Winter's Grasp and Cone of Cold hits with this friggin' staff? It's so stupid. I mean, 130. That's all your money for the for Act 2, pretty much. Oh, that's sick too. Damn, dude. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty gangster. Superior leather. Wonder why that would be here. Okay. We'll come back to these 2 caves. Just gotta remember to do that. I think Spirit's good against mercenaries. Mercenaries don't have any weaknesses. They're just immune to they're immune to cold, and I think they're immune to nature too. Yeah, they got 2 immunities and no weaknesses. Kind of like blood mages don't have any weaknesses. They're immune to spirit damage, believe it or not. Did you know Orsino is weak to spirit damage? Weird, right? But he's like got that dwarven flesh golem bullshit, like golems of Amgarak. He's got that shit going on, so yeah, it has something to do with it. He discovered that magic and just jumped all over it. Oh, yeah. That's about as evil as it gets. Give me that. I gotta have it. Ooh. Let's go see if we can finish up this ambush, too. Should be a few assholes down here. Right back where we started. It's like, why didn't they ambush you the first time? I don't know. I mean, technically they did, but then they just disappear, and plus we needed that. They're here somewhere. You might have to leave in one of the caves and come back. So, okay, well, we'll just go do Raiders on the Cliffs, and then we'll do like a complete circle around the whole map, and just because we're gonna kind of have to do that anyway. So we'll just do that like that. That's fine. How's everybody's weekend so far? This dude's laugh. The ultimate villain laugh.
Lieutenant Harley?
Aveline? Thank the Maker.
I take it you know each other. Harley is one of the Guard, recently promoted.
This disaster is my first routine assignment.
We're not reinforcements, if that's what you're waiting for.
Bollocks! Little Bedham must not have made it back.
Victor Longdeath?
We're up against Everett's
Come on, man.
orders.
You're certain
Come on,
about
man.
that?
Fellow
Victor
Order-
Longdeath.
And Victor Longdeath's handiwork you've already seen. We tried 2 sorties up the path, but it's trapped to oblivion.
So if you made a
Now I
character
think
in
that's to get
Fallout
out of here alive.
and you're gonna be a sniper, you could be Victor or Victoria Longdeath.
Shut your mouth!
The sniper. Oh, that would be so Fallout, man.
The longer we wait, the more of us they'll kill. Let's attack now.
I'm with you, but my men may be too weak to join us.
Okay.
Get as many of them as you can, and let's go.
Men, we're taking the battle to them.
Okay, look at it. That's all this is traps. So
Look out
here's
for
how it
traps.
goes, and you hope you get it on the first try. Sometimes,
Everett's orders are deadly.
sometimes let's see if I can see him here. Hold on a second. See that little right above Varric's
that's
head?
just-
That little son of a bitch. It's either that one or the one right next to him.
What are they
They'll
trying to
disappear.
Ruin my boots.
And there's a certain number, you have to kill all of them. And if one of them disappears from the map, just the game washes it out. So what happens is you come here and you're just going to do shit and you're like, oh man, I forgot something. So you go back to Hightown to go, I don't know, put a rune in a rune slaughter, you know, just some whatever, right? Sell some stuff, do whatever. And then come back. If you leave the map, that thing disappears. It washes out as soon as you leave the map. This is PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. And it's unfixable. There's not even a console command for it. At least there wasn't. I had this. I killed the character because of that. I was so pissed. I was like, fucking a glitch. They never fixed. Anyway, so if you come here, once you come here, do this. In Act 2, do this. Do this. Do not leave without doing this. I don't care. It's better because I mean this quest leads to a reward back at the keep that's like 2 or 3 sovereigns, and then an even bigger quest towards the end of Act 2, and then a major one when you come to the coast again in Act 3. It's like 3 elite boss assassins that attack you, and it's worth like, I don't know, like 1,500 XP, and each of them drops like a sovereign or 2. Yeah, I mean it's it's a big deal. So future quests rely on this too. Anyway.
Watch where you step.
I love doing that.
And the NPCs will not trigger the traps, but your companions will. Your dog doesn't trigger the traps either. There he is. That's the one.
Someone's left a surprise here for us. Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud.
Oh, what the fuck? Dude, I told everybody to stay. See? This is how it fucks up. Everybody's forced to stay. They can't do that. They can't make the long trip all the way around back to Kirkwall and shit when they're commanded to stay right fucking there. I didn't save either, so I gotta sit through this dog shit again too. Because it's the game's fucking fault, because it's broken as fuck. That's annoying, and that's annoying, and that's fucking annoying. Ugh. Okay. Wow. Maybe I went up a little too far or something. I don't know. Maybe I could bring my companions just
Lieutenant Harley?
up into that choke point.
Thank the Maker.
Basically, you want to be able to make sure the traps that your companions might trigger right there, and then finish off everybody in the middle, get them all isolated, and nuke the shit out of them. And then once everybody's dead and you get the cutscene's going to teleport you to the middle of that area where the enemies are standing, that blood mage and whatever else, right? Teleport you there. You talk to her. Aveline says something, I think, and whatever. You get your loot and shit, and then you have everybody stay there. And then you get Varric to go disarm all the traps. There's at least 8. 9. 9. Yeah, 9 traps. So, and they're worth anywhere from 50 to like 250 a piece or something. So, they're worth more than the quest is. If you put all the traps together, they're worth more than finishing this quest. So, that's more important to me than any of this other bullshit.
We're not reinforcing.
That was annoying. I hate it when your companions break.
Bollocks. Little Better must not have made it back.
Like, when it says everybody stay there, it means fucking stay there. Now, if you travel far enough, they're supposed to stay within the minimap screen, but they're not allowed to run off and just go do something fucking 3 miles away, man.
2 sorties up the path, but it's trapped to oblivion. Now I'd be thankful just to get out.
I'm guessing the pathing there counts the entire area, so if you go past this point, everybody can just go do what the fuck ever to catch up to you. Long way, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. Oh, nice. What are y'all playing?
The longer we wait, the more of us they'll kill. Let's attack now.
I'm with you, but my men may be too rattled to join us.
Video games, huh? We like video games.
Get as many of them as you can and let's go.
Men, we're taking the battle to them.
This might actually be a pretty good idea, actually.
Look out for traps.
So,
be careful.
if everybody just goes like right here.
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud.
Are y'all still following me?
I love doing that.
What the fuck, man?
Someone's left a surprise here for us. Easy as pie.
Is that all you've got? Fuck you now!
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots. Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises.
This is what we want.
How dare you, bastard!
dying.
Useless. I'm exhausted.
Just need nobody to fucking trigger all my traps. Done drank all of our shit. Fucking alcoholics in my party.
I'm exhausted.
It's not doing anything.
Gotcha.
Oh fuck, this isn't working.
Can't keep this up. Need mana.
Where's he getting help from? Oh, dead bodies around him, I guess? This is about as sloppy as I've ever done this.
I'll stick you like a... I've got you now.
I can't keep this up. Don't let them get away.
That's it. You need the cutscene. That's all we need is the cutscene.
Breath, Hawk. You do get results.
Fire red and leaf
That
green.
should
I
be
have
the
no
last
idea what
of
that
them.
is, but if it's fun,
They're all dead?
good deal, man.
I can't believe it. I'll tell Lieutenant Jalen at the keep what you've done. I'll make sure he rewards you.
Good work yourself, Lieutenant. Make sure the others know it.
Men!
Man, Saturday
we're
night
heading
game
home.
night with the wife, who's obviously freaking awesome. Well done, sir. I hope and pray I get that lucky. Find somebody where you can just spend Saturday night, not going out and spending a bunch of money and doing a bunch of stupid shit and, you know, whatever, but just game night. Let's play games and stuff. Maybe, you know, I don't know, pizza rolls or, you know what I'm saying? Like, wholesome shit. Good stuff.
Watch where you step.
Yeah, that was worth 150 right there.
I love doing that. Someone's left a surprise here for us.
I just don't want him running ahead and jumping on one of these traps now that we got everything done. There's another one right here. And there's two more traps over here.
That's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
Watch
Should
where
be
you
it.
step.
Yeah, those are worth
I
100, so.
love doing that.
All right.
Someone's left a surprise here for us.
Piece
All
of
good.
cake.
Nice. I can honestly say, personally, I've never played Pokemon. Not really sure what it is. You see references, you see the art, and wasn't there even a Pokemon thing where you went around and you like went and parked on the side of the road and you had to wait to see if there was like some kind of treasure or something like right there, and so you could collect some collectible type thing. It was like something you could like do in the real world, and you had to like go to hotspots or something. Hey, Knight, what's up, man? Oh, doing good. So far, anyway. I think. Kind of pissed me off a little bit with this whole trap bullshit right here. I think I got a decent strat, but I don't know. Pulling everybody here into a bottleneck without getting them running around and jumping on all the traps, it's kind of hard. Like an assassin will come over here and just wipe your entire party by your goddamn self. So that's a little bit annoying. But whatever. Last couple times we've been here, for this though, we didn't have any problems. Like we had a perfect spot. Varric was able to grab everything. Everybody died. One time we didn't get the cutscene, which means one of the NPCs disappeared or didn't count somehow. Then we redid it and it worked. What you don't want is for it to not to work and then never work again. So you do the quest like 50 times and you're like, what's wrong? The NPC that you have to kill is not there. Or it falls through the map or some shit, you know, so. Okay, we're good. I got some heals now. Got a little money off that, too. That's not a bad dagger, actually. It's really not. So, this is a temporary upgrade. Enemies drop more coin. You can put an extra rune to drop even more coin in it. But I don't like the loss of damage. It doesn't really give me much anything else. I don't know. I'm gonna sell it. It's probably worth like a gold piece, to be honest. It is. It's annoying. It's annoying if you want to get all the traps. The traps are like 50, 50, 100, 150, 100, 50, 100, 100. You know what I mean? God, it's like 1,000, 1,500 worth of traps. Hell, the quest is only like 700 XP or 750, something like that. The traps are worth like 1,000. So, yeah. Getting all of them without your companions triggering everything is the hard part. Yeah, hell, that shit sold for almost 2 sovereigns. That's me. Trying to get our money back up. We came into Act 2 with about 70. And now we've got what? After all that, we've only got 35? Hell, we came in... When we logged back in tonight, we had like 25. So that means we spent like 45 silver last night. Just in Kirkwall. And Sundermount. I mean, but it was like talent tomes and so on and so forth. I don't think we've done... Did we? Yeah, report back to Jalen. If you don't get that cutscene on Raiders on the Cliffs, you can't ever complete this. This is open. You never get that reward. You don't get the at least two other ambushes that come from this. Don't get any of that. I don't know if we went into the Fade last night. I think we did. That's a talent point there. I guess I've already got it. I'll know when I get back to Lowtown. Because he should be like... His mother wants to send you into the Fade. I think we did that last night. Pretty sure. When someone walks in the door, you're chilling around the campfire with your 3 homies. You got like, I don't know, an old iron sword and a cardboard shield, and a meteor storm gets dropped in your face from some random who just walks in the front door. It's got to be embarrassing. They're doing good on the loot drops here. They really are. Yeah, last night, I think I remember we got a really, not sure about Knight or Champ. I'm not sure. How long you guys been a part of this community? Part of the dojo, as it will. How long? How long you've been following the? I mean, since like before Twitch days, maybe, or around Twitch days. Not really sure. Anybody? Noah, maybe. Huh. Anyway, anybody been around like that long? Do you remember, like pre-COVID? Pre-COVID. There you go. I'll just say that. 2019, 2020. Anybody remember back in those days? Anybody? Anyway, so last night, had a really good friend, and I'm just gonna be honest. For the last like 6 years. I thought she was dead. I thought she had passed. You know, she's such a beautiful soul. She'll never be dead, but I thought she'd passed away. And I was just convinced of that. She dropped off the face of the earth. And I found out last night she really did drop off the face of the earth on purpose, but she's still around. And she's alive and well, and she's okay. Well, I mean, I say okay relatively in that at least she's alive and well, or at least alive. So found that out last night. That was almost friggin' tearful, man. Crazy to think that somebody you really, really respect and appreciate, you just think they're gone. They just kind of disappear from your life, and you're like, wow, didn't really see that happening. So okay, so you just kind of carry that for over half a decade, and then find out no, they're okay. And I'm not like, oh well, I wish she would have said something. I don't care. If it's important enough for her to drop, she dropped off face of the earth, and even her best friend didn't hear from her for a couple of years, right? Until recently, at least that's what I was told. So I have no reason to doubt that. So yeah. Anyway, found that out last night, and that was like cool as shit. Then we got on stream. Then, well, if you go looking for last night's stream, you won't find it because I had to get rid of it because we might have started playing some song lists and shit on Spotify, right? And started jamming. Then we started banging our heads, and I think I banged my head enough to where my neck hurts, and I got dizzy enough to where I actually forgot half of what I did last night. So let's just put it that way. But it was fun. That was awesome. Last night was really cool. But Thursday night was really cool too, because we got our channel back. Got my channel back Thursday morning, basically. Spent a lot of the day with only like 1 hour sleep, man. Just spent most of the day securing the channel and my account the best I could, and then passed out for a little bit, got up and started streaming, and that was really cool. That was like a Friday stream on Thursday. That was awesome. A lot of support and stuff. That was really cool. Anyway, been interesting, really. Oh, god damn it. I totally forgot about that trap. That was totally my fault. I totally forgot about it. That trap's worth like 250 XP or some shit too. So yeah, we're going to be needing that.
Let's finish this. I can't keep this up.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I think that trap you have to have at least 40, if not 50 cunning to even disarm it. It's one of those toxic dragon poison spit traps. I don't know how much that was. It didn't say, but it was a lot.
Everyone stay still and try not to make loud noises.
Useless. One less to worry about. Useless.
Oh god damn it, there's motherfucker.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
Okay. That's twice on me. Forgot there's 2 fucking traps. Sitting here talking and let me shut up for a second. Apparently this is multitasking for an idiot like myself. Dude, do I just need to save right here at the fucking door? 2 seconds after I walk in the cave? I think I do. I think I'm just that stupid. I really feel that right now. Okay, 2 traps. That's why we clogged up the fucking... Right fucking here.
Watch where you step.
That's it.
Easy.
That better be it.
Now that it's just a route. What are they trying to do? You and my
Can't keep this up.
One for me! How many of you got?
Can't keep this up.
That was beautiful! They got me!
Two assassins.
On our bad side. Seems to
They've given me the blues before.
unhealthy.
I mean the blues, I mean the blues. I think this is worth 150. That's probably a nature staff, but it's probably worth something. Anything that's like carved or superb or ornate or, you know, enchanted or some shit like that, it's got extra effects. And even if it's a piece of shit staff, it's going to be worth 3 or 4 times as much just because of the quote-unquote extra effects. Even if they're completely useless. Beautiful. I got 9 health potions now. I was down to 0 and now I got 9. Or as the Germans say, no. Get it? I got 9 potions, but the Germans say no.
Quickly, before more guards
I
come.
had no potions.
Terry said
Now
she'd
I've got
find a way
9,
to rescue
which
me.
the Germans would say,
I will
you've still got no
never forget
potions.
this.
Do you get it? Yeah. Whatever, man. Yeah, it's a nature staff. 31 damage, though. That's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta pee. Stamina's nice. Ooh. Well. Let's see, +1 all attributes. Got rid of that a long time ago. Set crit chance and crit damage. That might be better than physical damage. I think, maybe. Right. Actually, you know what? Since Varric's attack numbers are actually kind of low, I put everything into cunning in Act 1, pretty much. Now, I mean, it's probably still putting some into cunning. It'd be time to get a new belt here pretty soon. This one was nice. Probably give this belt to Fenris, too. I need to find one that has basically health. I like the damage resistance part. It's just a tiny bit, but it's something. I draw a lot of threat. I'll find a new belt, though, somewhere. Give this to Fenris. Or I could even give this to Meryl, too. Probably not really using Meryl. I'm thinking about using Fenris at the end of Act 3, when I lose Anders. All right. There's going to be a couple more raiders out here somewhere. And we still got that other cave, so at least I'm not too old and didn't forget that. Gotta get all the evil tones. Gonna do the gauntlet. I'm gonna wait till I'm about 17 to do the gauntlet, so... That's what I did last time, and it worked out really, really well. Problem is, I don't get an extra super snazzy OP friggin' DPS weapon to actually go do it with a mage. With a rogue by level 17, your daggers should be alright. Whether you're using DLC daggers or whatever, they're pretty generous with daggers. I mean, even daggers that don't have any special shit on them. It's beautiful to get daggers with, like, attack speed, stamina, and, fuck, if you can find one with health, you probably put a lot into cunning, so finding ones with, like, a really huge amount of attack, that's pretty common. Stamina's always a good thing, because I don't ever put points into willpower, either. Finding health ones, probably not likely. Can I get both of them? Yeah. Alright, that's just 200 by itself. I still think there's a couple more.
You do get results, don't you?
I do. I think there's gonna be like... Not any like assassins or anything, but it's like just a couple randoms. Let's see if we get one more attack. I'm gonna go around the long way. Is it just me, guys and girls, or is this art, isn't it good enough? Like, I mean, how much more, like, fine-tuned, photorealistic definition do we actually need than this? This is really art. I don't think it's supposed to look real to our world. It's supposed to look real to this world. And I think keeping that consistent is important, which is a huge problem I have with Inquisition. Along with a bunch of other stuff, that's one of the biggest ones. It's like the artist said, no, we're going to show you how this is supposed to look. We're going to make it look like Skyrim. But the fuck you will. Why would you do that? That's what they did. You ever notice Redcliffe looks a lot like fucking Riverwood? Anybody? Redcliffe in my Dragon Age looks like a bunch of fishing shacks built up on stilts in case of floodwaters. Using the lake as pretty much their entire source of, you know, revenue and, you know, food supply and what have you. That's what I remember. I don't know what the fuck that shit in Inquisition is. Has nothing to do with Dragon Age. Those artists are like, we'll show you how to really do art. Go fucking fuck yourself. You can't even make a video game. How are you going to show me what the art was supposed to look like, bitch? You're no better than anybody else. That's what I would say to any of those developers that did that. I asked some questions at a panel survey. It was Mike Laidlaw, the art director, I forget its name, don't really care. Karen Weeks. Patrick Weeks was there. He wasn't on the panel, though. Karen Weeks and I think it was just those three. Patrick Weeks. Now, I remember meeting him there. I remember saying, oh, wow, Patrick Weeks, wow, you know, you're like the other writer and, you know, Karen's husband and, you know, y'all do editing and writing and stuff. Mike Laidlaw was the one I really wanted to meet, to be honest. But the art director, I'm like, you know, how did you render this stuff? And most of it was taking digital renderings of like actual coastlines, like in Scotland for like the Wounded Coast, you know, and shit like this, and then digitally rendering them. So honestly, it really wasn't their art in the first place. That's why it looks so vanilla. I mean, it looks okay. It's kind of plastic. It's kind of cartoonish and plastic for what the graphics were supposed to look like. Compare Inquisition graphics to like Battlefield, and they didn't even squeeze anything out of the friggin' Frostbite engine that they could have, and they didn't know how to use it, so they really couldn't make a game on it either. But it was forced down their throat by EA. That's the one they licensed. That's the one BioWare had to use. I get that. Okay, so is that an excuse? No. Maybe it's a reason, but it's not an excuse. Anyway, so, one second. So anyway, got to ask him a few questions and stuff, and it was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of talked to like I was a little bit stupid. Like, wow, you know, how did you even get on this panel? This is only supposed to be for, you know, people who are great like us, and fuck you, you're just one that plays our games. Give us your money and shut the fuck up. That kind of shit, not really cool with that. I got that from Bethesda too until somebody from ESO came and talked to me at E3. The last I think it was last E3 in 2019. I think that was the last one. So that was on my bucket list of things to go do. It was extremely underwhelming. If you aren't like an industry person behind the scenes, there's not a lot to do there. It's not made for fans. It's a dick measuring contest between developers who can afford to rent the most spaces and build a fucking building inside of a building to have a bunch of interviews with people, interviews that nobody's going to see except each other. So it's a huge circle jerk and a huge dick measuring contest is all it was. Especially the Xbox thing. I went to I think it was some like kind of amphitheater thing. Basically a huge amphitheater with a friggin' stage, probably where they do like, you know, the Grammys or Emmys or some awards, the Oscars, or, you know, some shit like that. Probably something like that. Anyway, and they had like really cool like Xbox statues and shit set up all over it. And there was no scheduled event at the time, so I was in this lobby, right? The theater itself, you know, up in the seats and all that, whatever you want to call it. And I was like looking at the statues, and I'm standing like 5 feet away from the statues. I'm not bothering the statues. I'm just looking at them. I'm like, one was from like some pirate game, right? It was like obviously a pirate, and then these were like life-size or even bigger than life-size statues. And I'm like, this is kind of cool. They had little lights on them and shit like that. And here comes this fat fucking Karen bitch, and she's like, get away from that statue. Bitch, I'm not even near your statue. I'm just looking at it. Well, there's nothing going on here right now. Okay, what's going on here is me looking at the statue because I think it's cool. I play fucking video games. What do you play? With your fucking cats? All 19 of them, bitch? While you hoard and you can't even fucking get around your own house? Anyway, so yeah, that was my experience with Xbox. Went and tried to get some shirts to send home, and they were pretty much out of everything, and they were there to just sell shit. It was like, you know, you can buy this, buy that, just scan this and buy it, and it'll be there when you get home and all this and that. I just want some fucking shirts. I've still got the one that I got for myself, and I sent two. Well, when I came back, I gave one to each of my parents, you know, type of thing, and it was still like way oversized, and I mean, whatever. It wasn't what I wanted. All the shirts that I wanted were gone. Anyway, but that's not their fault, I guess, but still. So there was that. And then the rest of the thing was absolutely just... And I met Mike Laidlaw there, too. He was working for Ubisoft at the time. That was a kick in my nuts. Because I'm like, you're going to go work for the child molester developer? He's looking for a paycheck. He's a developer, and he's a good one. If he's not the best, he's a really, really good one. So he's probably my favorite. Him and Ken Ralston are my two favorite game developers of all time. Period. I guess I just got to say that. And, yeah. But that was kind of cool, seeing him there, too. And he's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, what are you doing here? Getting loot. And I'm like, me too. And we both had one of these. We're literally both carrying this shit around. So we'd both been to the Borderlands thing and played a little bit of Borderlands, and, you know, went through, they had a little theater set up, and you went in and you watched like a little thing on Borderlands, and like the art director and one of the developers and I don't know, somebody else were there, and they were talking, and they were talking about like what they're going to do with it. Then when you came out, you got to like play a little bit. It's kind of like an opening mini boss fight type thing. You got to play like a couple of minutes of it, and on your way out, there's this girl just passing shit out, and she's like, you want loot? Yeah. You want another one? I'm like, yeah. So she gives me two, and she's like, need more loot? I'm like, oh shit, if I come back through, I'll get it again. And she's like, all right. Like, totally cool. Like, that's what Borderlands is about, right? That's what the people were like, too. Like, everybody there, and I'm like, what do you have to do with this? And she says, well, I'm signed on to be here, you know, like promotional type thing, you know, just pass out loot. I mean, that's what you want, right? And I'm like, that's, of course, what I want. That's why I play Borderlands. Ha ha ha, and all this type of... She was, like, super, super cool, and everybody there was super nice. They gave us, let's see, was that Cyberpunk? Okay, Borderlands, they gave us masks. And so I had 2 loot bags, so I got a mask from each one. There was a mask in the loot bag. I'll show you. This is kind of cool. So you got these, right? There's one of these and some other little art things and some other stuff in the loot bags, right? But it's a bandit mask from Borderlands, obviously. And I got a signature from, one was the art director, or a art director, and the other guy, I don't remember what he did. Yeah, the other mask is hanging right there. Somebody Gil. I guess you'd have to go look up Gil on Borderlands 3 and see if there's a Gil. Gillo. Anyway, so yeah, they were all super cool. But yeah, PAX South, that one little thing, the one that I just really didn't like was that art director guy. And then I got to thinking about it, going back and playing. I already been playing the game for a little bit. This was after, when did Inquisition come out? Like 2014? So this was I think 15 or 16. And then the next year I went to PAX South again because it's only like 2 hours from my house, right? 2 hours from where I live, San Antonio. Well, it's probably about 2.5 from where I live now, but still, easy enough to get there. That's when Nikki and Aaron came down. So I think that was 2017 or 2018, I think. So maybe it was a little earlier than that. I don't know, kind of cloudy. Anyway, whatever. And you got to meet Mike Laidlaw that time too, but it wasn't at like a little session, little sit down session. It was at a friggin' ice house, just a little hole in the wall bar down the street from the convention center. And I'm like, how the fuck do you even know this dude is here? Just give me your drink ticket. Okay, you can have my drink ticket. I'm gonna go bother Mike Laidlaw for the next hour. And that's exactly what I did. That's no shame in my game whatsoever. I'm gonna fanboy the shit out of this dude. I'm gonna get over here to this cave. I'm telling you, man, I still think there's a couple more raiders here somewhere. I don't think that's worth anything, to be honest. That dank cave. Isn't that like a weed term? Dank? Isn't that, I don't smoke weed, so I have no, but I think dank was... Yeah, that's not doing shit.
Let's finish this. Let's finish this. How about you? Mana.
See, yeah, the only real advantage to playing the Blood Mage is just that hemorrhage. Grave Robber can do some shit too. Grave Robber does shit based on your health pool. We actually just lowered that damage by switching out. What the fuck did I switch? Oh, armor piece. That's just the boots though. I don't know if I could find some mage boots with like a really nice health boost. I think I'd take that. Not just really for survivability, but if you look at this. Right here. Spirit damage. 100% of mage's maximum health. So like, you know, this is hitting for 193. If your health is sitting at 200, this is hitting almost as hard as hemorrhage. Now, you may not have the combo and all that other stuff, which we still don't have that yet. I guess the next time we level, I must have finished something else off. Oh, I think I took this. I should have taken this. This is the only other point I need. So when we hit level 16, we're going to take that. 17, we probably take this. And then we can start dumping everything into there, and that'll be like kind of like a finisher type thing. That's done. That's done. So yeah, we need about 8 more levels to get into there. So if that's 16 and that's 17, then we're going to need to hit about level, what's that, 8? 7 points to get that. 8. Need to hit level 23. 26. 16, 17. No, 25. Sorry. 25. Which is doable. That'll be in-game type shit. And that's really not factoring in any of the... There's also really a cheaper way to go. We don't have to take any of the spirit tree at all. We could put another 5 points into the electric tree and just finish that off so chain lightning is stronger. That's about it. Not really using stone fist. Yeah, and then maybe take those extra 3, maybe try to squeeze level 26 or 27 out of it, and then we could get some out of the healing tree and still have haste for ourselves. If we decide not to kill Anders, sorry, I can't believe not doing that. But forcing Anders to help you execute his home daddy, his sugar daddy, Orsino, that's kind of a little fitting end. And then you could just imagine that you kill Anders later after you use that thing for whatever it's worth, which is less than nothing, but still. There's that approach, like, you know, just kind of like head cannon for the game. I can't see not executing that thing. For all the bad guys you kill in the game, this is the worst bad guy I've ever played in any video game. Anders is the worst. The most absolute 100% pure pharmaceutical grade evil. In every sense of the word. Hell of a fucking profile on that. Crazy, right? Wow. What the fuck was that? Was that an area freeze? Dude, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Area freeze from a dragon? No, that doesn't exist. That's literally not a thing. That doesn't fucking exist. Unless the dragon blew back a cone of cold onto everybody that I hadn't even cast yet. Or fucking something. Oh, that's crazy. Y'all ever seen that before? Like, cast a spell back on ourselves. That I was in the middle of cast. I didn't even cast it. That's the crazy part. And I like wiped my party, but that's why I don't hit my party members with it. So there is that. It's like it almost like blew me back and then forced me to hit myself with it or something. That was fucking weird. Man, dog and...
Now you fall!
God, how much health does this fucking thing have? Jesus Christ! Dude, that's like... That thing had as much health as that big-ass dragon on the top of Thunder Mountain. Seriously. In a way, it was just taking that shit long and strong. Man. It's doing emotional damage. Oh, wow. 4 sovereigns. Okay, that's nice. Totally worth it. You don't get 4 sovereigns off that dude. You just don't. We're saving that. I'm not losing that. So that was 5 sovereigns altogether, basically. Was that 70 plus, yeah, 5 sovereigns. Let's just say 5. What's this? Spirit and Cold. That's not the worst thing ever. Got a lot of damage on it. That's even better than DLC staff. Seriously. Don't need it for this, but still. See, that's +3 to everything. That demons and undead. I mean, there is that. Can't take anything away from that. Yeah, see, eventually if I get something here that has, like, health and maybe blood magic on it, you know, like some apostate boots or some shit, I'll switch these out. Even though I've got +1 to attributes, I think I really need health and or blood magic on it to justify a switch. It's probably be going into Act 3. I mean, these boots are fine for now. Magic resistance, that's something, I guess. The +1 to attributes is good. So, even though we can just sell the rest of this. I think I get these, or at least this. Fenris. And the belt too. Yeah, like I said, I just need to look for a new belt for myself. Welcome everybody. Appreciate you stopping in here in the middle of your weekend. Friggin' awesome. That fucking abomination was on point. It was harder to kill him than it was a fucking revenant. Really, bro? That happened. Let's see. Now an ornate belt. Now, yeah, we might start actually finding something. And that's 10 stamina. Nobody's using that. But we're on the right track. I still want somebody to wear this because then enemies drop better equipment. Okay, so that means if somebody drops a set of armor, it's going to be like a superior set of armor. Instead of having like 1 stat, it's going to have 2. If it has no stats, it's going to have 1 stat. So a no stat piece of armor sells for, let's say, 20 silver. A no stat sells for, like, say, 15 silver, or even 10. A 1 stat sells for like 25 to 30. A 2 stat, like a superior set of armor, will sell for like 50 silver. So like that's worth almost more than extra money gain. Is constantly getting a good, better piece of gear, and every time, like as a mage, every time you get a staff dropped, it's probably going to be twice as good as the staff that would have dropped. So this is actually better than enemies drop more coin. I want somebody in the party to be wearing this. I just don't know who to give it to. Anyway, well, I'm back. I'm going to go refill. At least that fixed the camera, didn't it? Glad it's not doing that bullshit anymore. It was freezing every 2 minutes when it first started. It's just replacing it. That's good. All right, anyway. Okay, so that was like a good 5 sovereign trip and stuff. I wonder how that 1% attack speed like really translates, though. You know what I mean? Like, how does that really translate? I remember I was obsessed with haste and attack speed when I first, like the very first time I ever played this. I was playing a rogue, man, and I was like save scumming Sundermount for Dalish daggers that had attack speed. I was spending all my money on that. That's all I wanted money for was Dalish. I didn't care about anything else. I didn't know about anything else. I knew that's what I wanted, though. Belt +1 attack speed, I'll take it. Daggers +2 attack speed, I'll take it.
Is there a reason?
Oh my god, there's a rune that gives you attack speed. Oh shit!
Your term as captain hasn't
I don't care about anything else. I need that.
Mage friendly.
I've only turned a handful over to the Templars.
Every despot starts somewhere.
And yet I allow an abomination to whine at me. Credit where it's due.
I'm here too. Oh, there's an evil tome here. Forgot about that.
Good day, Sir Art.
Scuffle.
Lieutenant Harley said I should see you about a reward.
That's it. Not even going to mention your scuffle with Evit's marauders. Killing the whole lot of them.
So many things.
That does ring a bell. Hard to remember. I've killed so many things.
I believe that. I do. There's one small rub, though. Their leader, Evit's, wasn't there, was he?
I don't think so. They weren't wearing name tags.
Evit's is the worst of the lot. He may try to get revenge one day.
He can wait his turn. I
That's
won't
3
lose any
there.
sleep over it.
Maybe nothing will come of it. Thanks again for your help.
What was that, Spirit? Well, there's so much of this. Throughout the whole game, really. I'm not just Act 2, it's just the whole game. Switching staffs. Switching staffs.
Mana.
Damn, close the door on us and everything. I wonder if you can unlock that door when it closes. I know the Gauntlet does that. Was yeah, at the last Evil Tome, the one up in Sundermount. It'll close the door, and if Varric has a 50 lockpick or a 50 cunning, he can open it for you again. You know, they try to shut you in. Bet you that's what that was. I've never even tried ever. I don't know if you get XP for it either way. I don't think you get XP for the one on Zebenkek. It's just lets you open it.
Good day, Sir Art.
I remember testing it. I remember looking at. So I believe it shows it, right? Yeah, XP was like 12,300. I unlocked the door. It was still 12,300. Yeah, well, that didn't work.
So you're two people. Anders and Justice.
That's not strictly accurate.
But you are of two minds.
I think
Many
I
people
found
are.
something of yours.
Now you're the one not being accurate.
Anders
thought those
making
were the
enemies
rules
out of the
these
only
days.
people that can
I never know
save
who
the
I'm
piece of
talking to
shit.
with you.
Then it's fortunate it doesn't occur.
There's Grace being rewarded. Remember, she's a known blood mage. She's known to have murdered Templars, burned down her fucking circle tower. Everybody here knows that. And here she is just standing out here corrupting all the Templars and other mages in the courtyard with her blood magic bullshit. Crazy, right?
Knight Commander Meredith would kill us all if
I thought I already got this.
You're looking well. My store is much better stocked thanks to you. If you're interested in hunting down more ingredients, I can make other creations. And of course, I'll pay you for your work.
Sure. Just let me know what you need.
Perfect. I have a list of ingredients right here. Thank you, my friend.
47.
Only one thing on
Getting
the
there.
list left to find.
Not sure where we're getting, but wherever it is, we're getting there. I don't see a use for a spirit staff anytime soon. I mean, that's... Physical, spirit, and... It's like the one I just friggin' sold.
Welcome back to Souls, my friend.
See, that's nice. I would have thought we'd have done this already, but
intriguing.
apparently not. Hey, we already did this. I thought we had. Oh, maybe that quest wasn't available yet when we came here the first. Ah, that's probably what it was.
My mother wants me to leave Florida before we march. She doesn't think I can handle it.
I wonder why they didn't execute him. They were kind of supposed to, really.
We called these apostates anyway.
Yeah, night terrors. So we've obviously done night terrors already.
Look what I
I wonder if the bounties go up in Act 3, or if they still stay at 1 sovereign. Maybe they jump up to 2 sovereign. They were 50 silver in Act 1.
I found your patrol. They won't be coming back.
You have stolen my duty, Basra. We were supplied for this task, but you have done this instead. Take what was meant for us.
Like how people are just throwing... It's like throwing hundreds. Sovereign's like 100. Just throwing hundreds at you. Here, take this. Take this. Take that. Take this too. Here, take 2 of these. Hey, take 3 of those. Fuck it.
Many thanks, monsieur. Your payment? If you help our friends, come back so I can reward you proper like.
I don't need that. It's almost another sovereign there, too. Should we're at 50-something now. Yeah, it's starting to look nice. Um... You got the harder you hit. And all that. That's good. You start working on that. I haven't even done anything about the whole offense part of it. I just know this, as long as she's got enough strength, she can hit hard enough to maintain at least some threat. Hopefully the fights just don't last that long, so... There it is. Still sitting at 100 attacks somehow. Okay, so we're going to start looking at speed. Only need goad. So that's good. So yeah, I guess we start working on this tree now. Dude, that's the most OP freaking sustain. Crit chance plus 10 and attack plus 20. Come on, dude. It's crazy. This, so if you're in, we'd probably switch to speed. Okay, so you get plus 5% here, regardless. Yeah, Varric's starting to get pretty gangster, man. Seriously. Okay. I guess the thing to do is go deal with all the nighttime thugs. And visit any companions we're supposed to visit. We could do Sebastian's thing, actually. Which means we gotta replace Varric real quick. Gotta get another respec potion, too. Perhaps it should be. Perhaps it should be.
Of yours, sir.
I thought this was last. Perhaps it should be. Does not diminish your kindness.
Yeah, Sebastian's thing. Get that over with. Wait. I think we can talk to Anders. I know that. Shut up, bitch.
These patients need me more than anyone.
Shiny and subversive.
I brought you something. It's shiny.
I 100% agree.
Subversive. I thought you'd like it.
You got me a gift. I hardly think I've done anything to deserve that.
Yes, yes I do.
Is it
You have no idea.
That's a Tevinter Chantry amulet. Do you want me to get executed? It's sacrilege to wear those in any land under the Divine.
Here I thought you fight for Mage's rights. Whoever's bad side that puts you on.
I like it. Maybe not on the outside of my clothes. I'm not that eager to face the hangman's noose. but I
Lots
appreciate
of
the
blood
thought.
magic and enslaving your
I
fellow
never really
mages.
thought about what
Yeah.
life would be like in the Tevinter Chantry. In the Circle, they make it sound like the Void itself. The Black Divine stalking Thedas, making it unsafe for kittens and virgins.
I haven't noticed too many of either in Kirkwall.
What, by lying to me,
You are
trying to
every
murder
day,
me,
I
and fucking
suspect.
nuking the Chantry? What,
I
you mean like
appreciate
that?
the gift.
Oh,
Perhaps
thanks,
one
Satan,
day I
fucking
can
bitch.
return one as meaningful.
We've already been all through here. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, let's go get this over with. I gotta go back home and then go to the Black Emporium. I'm sure I did this down here. I'm 99% sure I did, but... Okay.
That's Gollum's name. It's Thaddeus Gigantus Crumbum the Third. He's my favorite.
Shit costs almost 2 sovereigns? Just to make one? The fuck? Oh, wow. 1% of the user's maximum health. Per hit. Health regen. Oh, and it does, damage is... Well, that wouldn't be much with a rogue. That'd be pretty cool with, like, a warrior, though. I don't think you can use it unless you're a rogue, though, right? Can anybody use poisons? I know you have to get, like, poison making in Origins to use it if you're, like, you know, a warrior or something. Everybody has to have it. You can do it with Mage, too, but you don't have a weapon to put it on. So... Yeah. Never even used these. I don't think I ever have.
Some Dane fellow asked why make a shop so hard to find.
Not bad.
So, this is where you live. Not bad. I preferred the old place. It had, more charm.
You're talking about the shack I shared with my mother, uncle, and brother.
I meant Lowtown. Dirty, chaotic, glorious Lowtown. The smell of tar and the sea.
That's what you're down
the
with, huh?
sound of some whore plying her trade in a back alley. Oh. Don't
Yeah,
you
you know,
miss
a
that?
whore plying her trade up in my bedroom.
You can get your thrills in Hightown, if you know where to look.
Oh.
Ooh.
And where would that be?
I can show you what I have in mind.
Yeah, in most, like, romance movie scenes, you know, romantic movie scenes, you see, like, you know, clothes and rose petals and shit. Here, you just see daggers, knives, maybe a magic staff or two.
That was...
Assassins throwing blades, you know, that type of shit.
I should go. I wouldn't want to take advantage of your hospitality.
I like it when you take advantage of my hospitality.
It was fun, wasn't it? Well, you know, if you ever want to do it again... Wait. You're not thinking of bringing feelings into this, are you?
What about love?
Love's not for everyone. It's not for me. It's just... messy.
It's not always up to you. Love can be pretty persistent.
I don't care. It can go pester someone else. Did you know I was once married? When I was freed, I swore I would never marry again.
She's out there having fun. Hopefully not too much fun.
Want to be tied down. And right. I would never do that to you.
Good. I appreciate it. Now, if you're done trying to confuse the issue, I'm going to go.
Reds of the Eastern Seas, so that's her upgraded armor. I believe it is. So that's like romance armor, but you can still romance someone else because Isabella just doesn't give a shit. She doesn't care. Like, seriously, she doesn't care. Okay, I needed to grab these. So get that. That's the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. That's a nice staff. Or, I mean, nice bow, sorry. It's level 17. All that extra damage there. That's what I'm waiting on. All that extra stamina too. It's like 50 stamina. You don't even have to play a blood mage to take advantage of this. Okay, so I was gonna get these for Sebastian. I can bring these along. You can put a couple runes in them too. Let's see. Somebody's going to be needing those. Ah, it's just expensive, man. Okay, I set these up already. I don't know that I use Fenris again in Act 2. Probably Act 3, but he's kind of set up for it now. Oh, shit. I'd like fire too. I think I might run with fire in Act 3. We'll have plenty of money in Act 3. But this is where I really don't need to be spending anything I don't need to spend. Try to make as much money as I possibly can. I think when we got that sovereign drop that said like 4 sovereigns and something, or 3, no, yeah, it was like 4 point something. We almost got 5 like total, right? That 4 point something was probably about, like, without runes of fortune in all of our shit, that was probably more like 3. So that extra sovereign that we made just right there off that one drop paid for all the runes of fortune that we put in. And then all the extra silver that drops, you know, instead of 8, it's 10. Instead of 23, it's 25. Or you know, 27 or something, right? And so all that extra shit, every single loot drop, it adds up. And you wind up paying off whatever your runes are, cost you to put in your shit. It's like those couple runes that I just bought. If we get one really good sovereign drop, that'll pay off all those runes by itself. Every single other coin drop we get, whether it's in a barrel or an enemy drop or a boss or, you know, in a lead or something like that, it's all going to be more. Now, like, quest rewards don't count. Like basic, like set quest rewards, like 3 sovereigns, 5 sovereigns, whatever. But some enemies that are guaranteed drop, like the Arcane Horror and Sundermount, if you have at least one Rune of Fortune and like the Amulet of Influence, maybe even the String of Pearls, when you go do that, not sure if you can get the String of Pearls, but whatever. Instead of being like 3 sovereigns, it's going to be almost 4. It's going to be like, instead of like 3 even, it's going to be like 389. Whatever the math is on that. So that's whatever extra money gain you're getting from your stuff. Varric gives you the best return. Varric's armor, because it's always like up to date. So its quality is considered higher than your armor. Now, if you got DLC armor, it might be about the same. If you had armor that like levels with you, then it would probably give you what Varric gives you. But that's your companion's stuff, especially if it's 5-star stuff, is really the best way to go. I mean, it doesn't hurt to put one in yours too, but you're going to get more return from your companions for whatever reason.
There's an elven woman here, Sir. She claims she was...
Greetings, mistress. Your home was difficult to find. I've never been out on my own before, but I found it. Many people know of you. I hope I've made myself useful. I've already begun cleaning, and I can cook.
Dude,
not as good as possible.
I really love this. This is like one of my favorite things in the game. It's completely avoidable. But if you go talk to her, can you imagine she's been a slave all of her life? She's been dressed in whatever rags her owners gave her to shut the fuck up, look down at the ground, and do what you're told, right? Now, she gets to have a job. She gets to have the run of a really, really nice house. Her own quarters, her own bed. She can go get a boyfriend if she wants to. She can go just literally down the stairs across the street and go into the market and go buy a dress for herself. Or a weapon. Or a ring, a nice ring, or whatever the fuck she wants. And you pay her, we got plenty of money, so you're going to pay her like she's some fucking noble or something. So now she can have a life. She's been stripped of her fucking father, murdered in front of her eyes by a goddamn blood mage, of course, right? And all this other stuff. And what you're able to do is give her some money. So I know this is all make-believe, it's all fantasy stuff, but I mean, like, as far as morals and ethics are concerned, like, seriously, what the fuck would you do here? Here, I'm going to give you a raise just because I can. And you know what? You spend the next week, you can dust a little bit around the house or do whatever. I mean, fuck, you know what? I'll make you a sandwich. And then I'll make myself a sandwich, and we'll sit down and we'll have a sandwich. And whatever. And we'll talk about stuff. And then you could start a life here, and then being a completely free person. You're working here. You're not a slave. You're working here. And if you want to rise in society and you go out and make something of yourself and experience what freedom is all about, you go fucking do that because America, God damn it. You know what I mean? And you can give her the means to do so. And she's going to humbly appreciate that stuff, and it'd probably be almost embarrassing. Like, the life that she deserves, she never had, and you got an opportunity to give it to her, or at least allow her to go find it. If you don't do that, you are the worst fucking piece of shit on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's about as bad as it gets. So, this is like a beautiful thing. This is like a hidden gem in the game that's probably as much, if not more important than anything else in the game. I really believe that. In other words, I'm your boss. Okay, cool. I'm employing you. You don't have a mansion, I do. You want to stay here? You want to live here? You want to eat here? You want to dress nice? Want to take a shower every day? Cool.
I won't be a slave anymore?
You'll be paid.
Well, in Tevinter,
like
that's how that
else.
goes.
A slave is all I've ever been.
No.
Like Papa and
Actually,
Grandpapa before
I'm
me.
not good enough to you.
I'll try to be a good servant.
And that's
Thank you,
what...
mistress.
Well,
You're too good to me.
if you're friggin' have a soul, it brings a little tear to your eye. It's like, no, I'm not good enough. But, she has an opportunity. And think of all the people that don't ever get that. They just die. They get murdered. They get sacrificed. They get thrown away like merchandise. Children. A lot of women. A lot of young girls. Boys too, and all that stuff. Before the whole Epstein thing came up, you could kind of put it on the back burner, right? But now you kind of have to face it. If you don't want to face it, that doesn't make it not there. Like, that's in your face shit. So that makes this even more important somehow. Even more important than it was 15 years ago when this game came out. It's just relevant. It's a crying shame in the real world to discover that your elites, your billionaires, and your politicians, your senators, and your celebrities that make money for pretending to be somebody that they're not. Like what's the value in that? What does that do for the world? Are you policing anything? Are you building anything? Are you putting out fires? Are you fixing my plumbing? Are you, hooking up my cable? No. What are you doing? You're pretending to be somebody else really, really badly, and every time you open your mouth, Satan's diarrhea comes out of it. A celebrity's mouth is literally Satan's asshole every time it opens. That's what it seems like. You have some exceptions, and those people are ostracized from the Hollywood society. Or whatever celebrity society you have in your country and your part of the world, right? And nowadays you find out that they're all basically the Batarians in Mass Effect. Or Blood Mages in Dragon Age. That's what you find out. Well, they didn't fuck up the Mass Effect trilogy too bad. Gameplay-wise, they took a shit on it. But outside of that, they didn't fuck it up too bad. But Dragon Age, they just got away from everything that exposes the very people that liberals want to protect, which is the pedophiles and the rapists and the cannibals and the fucking child molesters and the sex traffickers and the perverts and the pig god worshipping motherfuckers who marry little 9-year-old girls. You understand that Muhammad, when Muhammad died, 9 years after Muhammad was married, Muhammad's bride was 18. Think about that. 9 years later. So the pedophile god worship seems to be pretty prevalent in the world today. I'm not just talking about Epstein. I'm talking about the Bohemian Grove. There's probably, that's probably just one leaf on a bigger branch on a bigger tree, and it's so sick and it's so prevalent that you're like, it can't be everywhere, right? There's not a demon behind every bush, right? In this case, there might actually be a demon behind every bush, and they're called liberals, and they're called elites, and they're called celebrities, and they're called people of status, and they're called people who aren't worth the fucking skin they lose when you punch them in their face so hard that fucking half their face falls off. They're not even worth that skin. They're literally, well, they're just the worst thing the world has to offer, and they make the most money, and they make your laws, and they determine the future of your children in your schools, sending drag queens in to flop their fucking dicks in your children's faces in a library somewhere without telling your parents that it's actually happening. That's actually going on. And if you're not aware of it, you might want to go look into it. That's actually a thing. For all you parents out there. Sending your children out to protest ICE in the middle of traffic in a fucking crack-filled fucking ghetto-ass neighborhood that, what, they could get run over and shot? Police won't show up for 3 hours. And your child's out there without parental permission. When I was a kid, to go on a field trip, I had to have a fucking signed note, and there had to be like waivers and shit put in place just so I could go to like the park or the Natural History Museum with my school class so we could just go do, school things. Not a drag queen teabagging me in my face with its penis pretending to be a woman. And then go sent out into the fucking ghetto neighborhood to get run over by a car or shot by fucking some crackhead without my parents' permission. That's what's going on now. Sorry. We'll never be as good as we were. In this case, no, we won't. In this case. No, actually, we won't. And in this case, if it's like, I got my shotgun, get off my lawn. Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I do have my shotgun, get the fuck off my lawn. And maybe that's not a bad thing. You can disrespect it all you want. It's no more disrespectful than you are. If you want to make fun of that shit. blood is shed so our country can just forfeit and throw away the fucking freedoms that were bled for and died for? Yeah, that's not cool, man. In any way, shape, or form. Anyway, that proves it. I wouldn't even call that a rabbit hole. I would just say that's a logical chain of thought. Take it for what it's worth in the real world today. True story. Okay, well, we're gonna have to replace Varric. Yeah, so let's go get Sebastian's shit done with. This is usually kind of nasty. I think the easiest way to approach this one is with a rogue, because you can basically assassinate this bitch right out the chute and then just deal with everything else. Although it's kind of harder to get there because the rogue is a little bit squishy. I gotta pee. Okay. Appreciate all you guys hanging out, man. Middle of the weekend. Cool, man. I'd really like to chat with you guys. So, anybody got something
it would end here.
Talk about, want to say this or that, blah blah blah? That's really why I'm here. I'm not here to stream by myself.
No survivors.
So,
yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
Hawk, we were just talking about you.
Oh, they'll go to the playoffs even if they're not healthy. They'll definitely go to the playoffs. Got a special teams coach that's better than what they had, which means the special teams coach has always been in the positive EPA. Over the last 6 years, Basaccia, whatever his name was, he was negative 50 over 6 years. His average per year was negative 9, meaning he lost the Packers 9 points on average. What you want is your special teams to at least not lose games for you. The guy we got, Accord or whatever, he was with the Patriots under Belichick. He's like no nonsense bullshit. He's just do your fucking job. And he's on average been +7. +7 as a special teams coordinator, or even an assistant special teams coordinator. So that's a 16-point turnaround on average per season, which is huge. And remember, this is when New England got away from Brady and Belichick, and special teams was all they had a lot of times. And so kept that in the positive. The last 2 years he's with the Giants, but the Giants lost like everybody and got a whole bunch of fresh people last year. And so it was like rookie on rookie on rookie. And their special teams, they were in the negative last year. But even with last year, he's still 7 points. You take away last year, and Accord is like to the positive, like 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns per season coming from the special teams without last year. And last year was not his fault with the Giants, right? So you got to take personnel and certain things into consideration. So Accord was a good hire. It's better than Basaccia. Is it great? It might be. I mean, he's not going to have that many rookies to work with. Remember, everything this dude's stepping into in special teams in Green Bay, these are second and third year players and even some veterans to work with on special teams. If you can get that shit kind of in order and at least not lose games anymore. Remember, we lost 3 games this year just behind special teams alone. And Jordan Love and special teams. Now, can you make Jordan Love be a legitimate NFL quarterback? I don't see how you make that motherfucker a good person. That's something that a coach can't do. You can't make a bad person a good person. The dude's corrupt. He's fucking rigged. He's fucking full of shit. And at times, he can't even hit the side of a barn with a football. When he's touching the side of the barn with a football, he still fucking misses. So, Jordan Love is a mediocre backup anywhere else in the league. But got enough talent around him. You know, I saw Trent Dilfer go to the Super Bowl with Baltimore and win it. In fact, the only score that the Giants had was on special teams. It was a kickoff return for a touchdown. Outside of that, I don't think the Giants had 3 first downs the entire fucking Super Bowl. That's how bad it was. Okay, so I'm not saying we've got a Baltimore defense because we don't have a Ray Lewis. But we do have a Parsons, and we do have a Xavier McKinney. And we do have a, what's that linebacker's name? Who comes into his own this year. I mean, honestly, I'm sorry. You may hate me for saying this. I hate Quay Walker. I fucking hate Quay Walker. They only love him because he's from Georgia. I don't know what the fuck the obsession is, but Quay Walker is like, kind of like Hawk. Like Hawk was for the Packers. Overrated, motherfucker. You're shit in coverage. You get a tackle every once in a while. You can't sack for shit. I fucking hated Hawk. Hawk from Ohio State. And he's replaced by Quay Walker, and I can't stand that motherfucker either. You're a strong side linebacker. We haven't had a middle linebacker since what was his name? Back in the Favre era. That's when we had our last true middle linebacker. Was it Kuntz? No. Kuntz? I think we had a fullback named Kuntz, but I think we had a linebacker named, it was something like that. Anyway, yeah, we haven't had like a true middle. But we're about to transition to a 3-4. That actually helps Quay Walker. Although he's still shit in coverage. He can't cover a fucking tight end. He can't cover a bad tight end. He can't cover an offensive lineman that actually registers as a receiver. he still can't cover anything. So I don't know. Whatever. But can we go? Yeah, we'll go to the playoffs. If we don't go to the playoffs, then everybody gets fired. And what I wanted to see, this would have been the most ridiculous fucking trade in NFL history. I literally wanted to package Jordan Love and Micah Parsons for Josh Allen in Buffalo. Package Micah Parsons and all of his contract, and Jordan Love and all of his contract for Josh Allen and, let's say, James Cook. Even Steven. No other draft picks, no nothing else. Even Steven. You put Josh Allen and anybody in fucking Green Bay, you almost don't need a defense. But what you're stuck with is a quarterback who, now, I'm not going to win any football games because I fucking hate Trump. And I was invited to the White House, even though I haven't even sniffed what the fucking a Super Bowl looks like. But I was invited to the White House, but I said I wouldn't go because fuck ICE, and I love predators and child molesters and homos and fucking pig god worshipping, fucking murdering, fucking pedophiles. I love all that shit, so I'm not going to the White House. That's literally what Jordan Love did. How the fuck do you have any success in anything in life and be a piece of shit like that? So, yeah, I got nothing for going to a Super Bowl. I mean, I think Trent Dilfer goes to the Super Bowl before Jordan Love does. Jordan Love is just that fucking garbage. I've been saying that all along because I know I'm right. So there you have it. Overrated, overpaid piece of shit. Getting paid $100 million a minute to be like the fucking Robert De Niro of fucking football. Dude, just fucking Satan's asshole taking a shit all over your team. Fuck that thing. Give me Joe Burrow. Put Joe Burrow in Green Bay. Fucking send Micah and Jordan Love over to Cincinnati. Let them fucking go be woke there. Yeah. With their fucking $500 million a fucking year bullshit that's, taking up like half the salary cap between two players that... I'm not saying Micah Parsons is overrated. I'm just saying you could find somebody. We might have one. We might have a Parsons on our roster right now. His name is Baron Sorrell. We might have a Parsons on our roster. Just saying. Yeah. Send that $200 million somewhere else and give us somebody that's actually worth a shit. That's actually a human being. I'll roll with that. Fuck, we're losing Malik Willis too. Yeah, no, we'll make the playoffs, though. Yeah, I wanted to see LaFleur leave. I wanted to see, what's his name, from Baltimore? I want to see him come in. Because he actually had ties. He has ties to somebody already in Green Bay. You got the one brother in the Chargers, and the other one, you know who I'm talking about. He went to New York instead. The Giants got a really good head coach. The Giants are gonna win the East. Fuck Philly, fuck Dallas. Yeah, fuck Washington. Washington is just shooting themselves in the foot every time they get a chance anyway. Now the Giants, I think the Giants win the East next year. I really do. I don't think they go to the Super Bowl. Like the Giants are in the East are kind of like the Baltimore of the AFC North. They're the Baltimore of the NFC East. That's what I would compare them to. Jackson Dart got a decent tight end, got a couple good running backs, got killer receivers. They use their receivers more though. So yeah. Yeah, I want to see LaFleur. I want to see the flower go somewhere else. Harbaugh. Yeah, sorry, Harbaugh.
Carry on.
Trying to remember his name. I want to see Harbaugh come to Green Bay. And then when Harbaugh was obviously going somewhere else, you know who I really wanted? I wanted what's his face from Pittsburgh. Hey man, they got fucking Aaron Rodgers. Can we get your coach? Mike Tomlin? Oh, I'd take Mike Tomlin in Green Bay with some actual discipline. And to actually fucking score points when you score points and beat the shit out of people. And if you're already up 75 to fucking 3 with 2 minutes left, you try to score again. Because it's all about stats at this point, baby. That's what I'm talking, that kind of fucking coach. Fuck you. You know how to use safeties. You know everything about defense, and you get offensive coordinators in there that can actually score so many points that your defense only has one job: destroy everybody. Kill them so they can't score. And then just keep scoring on them. Beat their ass 42-3. And if they score 3 points, then fucking bitch out your defense in the locker room. Why didn't you shut them out? What are y'all, a bunch of pussies? You know, that kind of coach. He's not just a player coach, but he's a disciplinarian too. He's just getting washed out of Pittsburgh. Oh my God, that's one, that him, Mike Tomlin, Andy Reid. I would say Andy Reid first, Mike Tomlin second, and Harbaugh third in terms of the best coaches in the NFL right now. That's my opinion. I would have loved to see Harbaugh or Tomlin land in Green Bay. Oh, you get some act right in there, you're going to get a Super Bowl right now. And maybe on your way to another one and see what happens. Like, that's immediate. But no, we kept the flower. Who the fuck wants a flower to play in the NFL? The dude's proved his incompetency. The ceiling is a first or second round exit from the playoffs. That's that dude's ceiling. It just gets worse from there. What are you going to do with that? So we'll go to the playoffs and lose. Even with a fucking 15-2 record. We'll go to the playoffs and lose. That's my prediction. Talk to me next year at this time and we'll see what happened. That's my prediction. Go to the playoffs with actually probably a really good record and lose. To fucking nobody. I hope I'm wrong. But, yeah. We got a really good quarterbacks coach. We got a really good offensive coordinator, although Matt LaFleur takes all those duties. But still,
Sebastian.
And we got a good defensive coordinator too. Remember, this is the defensive coordinator that had Philly number 1
and find out what drove her to this madness.
When they won their last Super Bowl.
I should not go alone and make myself a target.
Or when they were the last number 1 defense, we got their defensive coordinator. So all the pieces are in place. There's no excuse. The only reason we're going to lose is Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur. And we've even got a special team coach that doesn't lose games for you. So there's no excuse now. There's literally no excuse. Now, Micah Parsons has a difficulty and doesn't come back next year. I still say we got Baron Sorrell. Dude, I put Baron Sorrell as... I'm not going to put him as Defensive Player of the Year next year. That dude's not garbage. He's better than Lucas Van Ness. I guess LVN comes back this year. I guess he does. I don't. It'd probably be good to get LVN on a decent contract, a really, really cheap one, because I don't think he draws any interest on the market. And if you do get interest on the market, you get something more than what he's worth back for the draft. Maybe post-draft, next year's draft. We don't have any number 1 picks, so like that's an issue. So I mean, not all is doom and gloom, but all the doom and gloom, the buck stops with fucking Jordan hate. Because I hate that motherfucker. It sucks that that's our quarterback. Yeah. Choir boy. Choir boy.
Why is everyone looking at me?
I don't know why Choir Boy here didn't yell "Hawk to the rescue." That's clearly what he was going for.
If this allows Sebastian to make peace, it is worth doing.
No, he had no. You know that fucking Quay Walker had like 130 tackles. But if you want to put an asterisk on that, on those 130 tackles,
Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me.
110 of them were after a first down that he could have prevented if he was in position to do so. You want to tackle somebody after they make a first down and just grind the fucking clock and beat us by fucking 3 points? That's what you do as a middle linebacker. Okay, okay, the definition of that is failing at your fucking job. in every sense of the word. You got 130 tackles because everybody's going to you. Because you're fucking weak piece of fucking weak sauce, garbage, trash can, piece of shit. They're in love with you just because you come from Georgia. I guess. Doesn't make any sense, does it? That's Quay Walker. Here, I'm going to go ahead and save right here, just in case I fuck up. Damn, 16 tactic slots. That's kind of nice. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Now, all Matt LaFleur is hoping to do is do what, what's his face over the Rams? Sean McVay. It's like a dick measuring contest. Right now, McVay has porn penis, and LaFleur has micro penis, meaning that if LaFleur's dick grew like 3 inches, it would be 1/8 of an inch long. Yeah, that's what LaFleur has. Sean McVay, porno penis. Yeah, just you know, a third leg, bro, just in your face, just slapping the shit out of you. Matt LaFleur is trying to be McVay so bad. And has fun. I mean, the game management, which is totally on the head coach's shoulders, lost 2 more games this year. So between the special teams and game management, we lost 5 games because of Bisaccia and fucking LaFleur. That's 5 of our. What did we go? 10-7, 11-6, 10-7, right? At 10-7, I think. So it should have been basically 15-2 if it weren't for special teams and Matt LaFleur. That's where we stand. And remember, Jordan Love was complicit in all of that. Let me just throw it to a defender on purpose to make sure we lose the game. That's what he did against Cleveland Browns. That was an intentional interception. The only people there were defenders. He made sure somebody got it to make sure we lost. So I'm just going to say rigged. FBI needs to fucking investigate this motherfucker for collusion. Just saying. Prove me wrong. I'm a Green Bay Packer fan too. I believe green and gold. I really do. Even when I don't want to, I still do. I fucking hate the state of the NFL right now. I think with this last Super Bowl and this fucking motherfucker, and there's no subtitles. You don't want to know why there was no subtitles at the Super Bowl? Because if there's a Hispanic-speaking child somewhere in the audience, it's like I'm fucking him in the ass, and they're taking him in the ass, and my booty is open for the ass fucking, and I'm fucking in the ass, and that's all this thing fucking sang the entire halftime show. Are you aware of that? No, my face cam just went off. I just saw it. Wow, why is my face cam acting like this? I should have just reset the stream hours ago, but I didn't. Wow, just cut off my fucking cam, like, completely. Just cut it off. Oh, shit. I wonder why. I need a new camera, is what I need. I really do. Here we go. I actually caught it right there. That was coincidental. Anyway, so that was literally the halftime show. That was the entire thing. And common sense people just said, we're not trying to watch a football game with this. What the fuck is this? This was a fucking pedophile sodomite come into America's greatest game, the Super Bowl, where you're called a world champion, even though you're just playing in America. That's pretty fucking arrogant in and of itself. So you're calling yourself world champions and you got a Bad Bunny. Who the fuck calls himself a Bad Bunny? Like, what the fuck is that? That's not even human. That's like some furry shit. Like these furry fucking woke people that protest ICE and hop around in their little fucking fursuits and fuck each other in the ass. And that's exactly what the entire halftime show was about. I didn't watch it either, but I did watch a video on it later. And I watched a video with the subtitles, the English subtitles, and it's like your booty is greased for fucking, and I'm fucking you in your booty, and I'm fucking you in your ass. And this is what this dude was singing in America's halftime show at the Super Bowl. Just go look it up. If that doesn't fucking turn your stomach, then, well, whatever. Whatever. Anyway. Okay, cool. Yeah, crazy shit. Right, yeah, I didn't watch any part of it. I was gonna go to In-N-Out Burger because In-N-Out Burger was being blasted by the same people that promoted the Super Bowl. It was being blasted because they have scripture verses on their cups, on their wrappers and shit. You know, like John 3:16. It doesn't even quote the scripture. It's just literally a biblical passage. John 3:16. Like, that's it. You'd have to go look it up for yourself to even try to be offended. And you had woke trans people going in and out burger. I didn't consent to having a Bible verse on my cup. Well, we didn't consent to you pretending to be a fucking woman when you're a man, bitch. Somebody like that just needs to be hit so far hard in the face that when they wake up in the hospital, maybe they'll realize that they're a man again. We're coddling these fucking Satanists way too much. They're just being allowed to protest. They didn't fucking go to a war. They didn't fight an actual war to have any rights to protest. No. They fucking hate the Constitution. They hate the fact that men are men and women are women. They forfeited any rights that they have to any claims to anything. They're fucking confused and mentally deranged and they need a fucking asylum. Or execution. That's it, that's all. You give them a voice, you're perverting your entire society by allowing these things to fucking even talk. The fuck is wrong with you? Makes no sense. Anyway, so, alright, well, let's, hopefully we get our money back. I think 30 cunning is all we need. Let's try this. Definitely need that. Definitely need that. Definitely need that. Four points. I need 5 points to get... Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I guess we just do that then, right? Minus 15. Man, you can increase the damage resistance there. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna actually use this. I think this is friendly fire, but the odds of you actually getting caught in it are pretty slim. I just hope Aveline doesn't get one-shotted by this motherfucker. You know what I mean? %, so it's up to 5 times, so that's 250, 260, 270. That's not that big of a deal. This right here, though, I mean, what's the cooldown on this? The cooldown is 20 seconds on this, so yeah, I'm kind of down with that. Not gonna lie. Alright, so tactics. So now, precision. Rank. Leader higher. Alright, so I got brand. Got wounding arrow. I've got a few things, so we're probably going to use some stamina potions. Pinning shot. Self-health. 25. Use item. Health potion. Enemy. Rank. Higher. Yeah, wounding arrow. That's a good one. Self. Yeah. 5. Use item. Use this. Alright, so now self being attacked by, I'd say melee or ranged. I'm thinking kind of like melee or magic though, right? Like specifically here. I mean, I'm just going to have to just stack. I hate elite or higher, but I'm going to say boss or higher. Brand. So pinning shot is the most important. That's your one job, right? And then enemy, target using attack type. Ranged. Attack. There we go. Okay, we just need him on just this one thing. Seriously. Yeah, not much. Not much of his actual stamina pool. So gonna have plenty of stamina to like pull shit off. Then if he runs out, fuck, he can drink a stamina potion too. So I think this is about the best setup for him. I only use him here and then once in Act 3. I don't use Sebastian for shit. He's a really, really poor man's version of Varric in every sense of the word. I guess we do this shit in the daytime, huh? Alright, cool. All good. Yeah, but, I mean, we still got LaFleur in there, so 3 better options. We still got the 4th best option, which is just to keep what we got. I just don't know why they're sticking with him. Mike McCarthy, after winning a Super Bowl, got fired with Aaron Rodgers at his peak. But you got Matt LaFleur, who they're sticking with when he's proven that his ceiling is a first-round exit in the playoffs. If you get lucky, you win a game in the playoffs. Like we had the Bears beat. What lost? LaFleur lost the Bears game. Literally lost the Bears game. Single-handedly. And so you're sticking with that? What fucking sense does that make? I don't know. To change up the Vegas odds because NFL is all about gambling and fucking FanDuel and shit now? And MGM fucking whatever and casino and whatever. So it's so rigged, it's so fucking corrupted at this point. Well, it's like our government. It's so corrupted at this point. It's irredeemable. Am I wrong? Close again. All right, I'm gonna have to stop the stream and restart. If you guys want to just hang out for about, just hang out for like a minute, cause I'm just gonna restart the PC and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I fixed this like 10 fucking